Hello, cuddly critters. This is Crimson, and you're watching some Dust and Legion Tale. Now we're picking where we left off in the middle of practicing the Gaius boss fight at the end here. At least I'm assuming is the end. Now we grinded a bit after last episode, so we got our really strong sword that apparently isn't as strong for us as the pendant upgrade would have been, but that requires 20 of these dog tag things that I'm just now getting access to, and the shop's not restocking anytime soon, so we're just gonna go in the way we are now and see what comes out of it. We got a few more levels in the meantime while grinding out, so we're just gonna get right back into this boss fight that took us forever last time we attempted, because boss goes immune to damage and bounces you off of him. But he has 4 phases so far that we discovered. May have more. Not completely sure. But you can tell we're doing a lot more damage to him now that we have a real weapon and some gear. But well, it doesn't matter too much when he's immune to damage half the time, or parries us off of him with every other attack. Ooh, we got a Master Ring of Focus blueprint. I'll get you. You guys, man, you. So, I don't know why I want to kill you so bad. What you're doing that's destroying the world so much. But you sure are, evil mule man. So, would you like some snow, by the way? I was going to give it to this guy in a hole in the ground, but well, I still have it on me, so whatever. Whatever. Oop. Come back down. Just don't mind me flying all over the sky while you bounce me. So I don't know how you're reflecting me and sending me flying, but you are. You are. Am I there yet? Hold on. I'll do it. There we go. Oh, we're at this scene again. Oh, he doesn't have a health bar this time. Guess that must have been a bug last time. All right. Then I'm flying. No, I should have had Fidget spit on him, send him through. That'd been great. Gotta wait for it. There we go. I can skip that. And now the lizards are gonna show up, and they're gonna have fun. The helicopters are gonna show up and die instantly. No, let's try fire out against them. This could be exciting. So they're gonna bounce off him while he's mid-fall. Ow. That hurts. That really do like 1,000 something, 1,400? Yeah, that makes sense. That sounds like boss damage. I'll get you eventually, boss. Ow. Okay, that was my own fault. We did get a bit more food from grinding out a little bit of XP and items to build our new shiny sword. Them dog tags are actually surprisingly rare for needing 20 of them to craft a good item. But maybe they don't want you to do damage. Maybe they want you to spend a lot of time just flying around in circles. That's the only thing I can guess. That's why they would require so many items to do damage. Ow. My chain, it's broken. Where's boss? There he is. Hey, boss. You immune to stuff? Alright, I'll stop fighting you with my sword and go back to my dust tornado. My dirt hurricane. My minty spin vortex. Yeah. Then I'm gonna have to go through his phase with his guards after this, and then it'll just be me and him. I wonder if I'm actually taking damage for that. Skip. Alright, but I got bombs this one, so that's, I can use them. Bomb him. I don't even get lizards this fight though, it's all his guys. Yeah, but hey, maybe if the shop gets up to 20 dog tags in the middle of this fight, which is a possibility because of how long it is, I could build that amulet and kill him somewhat faster than the really slow time it takes. That would be nice. he has health and defenses and phasers. So like several health bars. I'll kill you though. See, it's the next phase that's really tricky because he has extra immunity essentially. In addition to his already multiple parries mid-air inexplicably, and his immunity, I don't even know what to call it, where he just can't take damage or be staggered at all. He can still perform his actions normally. Ah. Wait, what? Okay, it's just me getting parried. That's fine. Explode, please. There we go. I'm touching the wall. I'm in the center. Yeah, here's the one. Tricky with his... when he would fall into the lava, instead he goes immune and just hovers up to safety. But I melt in lava. You know, I'm not a lava freak like him. I'm not cool enough. Ow. Alright, I'll eat up. I'll have a nice burger and some lasagna. Bunch of hot dogs. How is the shop going, by the way? Can I get near this? I have 3, and you won't sell any. Alright. Pennant's gonna have to wait. Got damage up. Ow. Gonna need it. And then his parries are so likely to send me careening off into the lava. Which has the higher chance of killing me than he does. Gotta say. But at least I have the double jumps. Try to save me. Whoop. Let's go for... change our attack a bit. There we go. My chain's busted. Oh, there's your levitating up and you were gonna fall in lava. See? Now my... maybe because I got hit by the orb I got the silence happen? Whatever. Whatever. I'm gonna projectile fight. I guess yours track a lot better than I do. But you can just jump into the lava and get levitated someplace safe. I can't do that. I fall in the lava and I get hurt, unfortunately. Alright, are you done being alive? Alright. Hey guy. How's things? You injured? Your arm hurts? There's explosions going on behind us. That's a thing. Oh, can I jump into the lava right now and die? Should I do that? Troll too much? Let's see if we can craft, you know, in front of him. Build an embarrassingly weak item to beat him with. Guess we're just, you know, all we need is this. How many? 2? Oh, 2 dog tags? Alright. Alright, here we go. Oh, really? Alright, I'll do it. The universe saved. Congratulations. Oh, I exploded too. Hey, my hat. Is my cutscene not going to be cut in half this time? Maybe? Yay! Oh, it's not a cutscene. Oh, do I crawl? Can I crawl backwards? Can I interact at all? All I can do is crawl. Fantastic. And I can only crawl one direction. I was the chosen one. I was supposed to bring balance to the force, not destroy it. One ring to rule them all. Cast it in. Mercy, man. All I've been through in one little explosion makes it so I can't walk anymore, and still cut in half.
You're not Cassius. Yes, I am.
Really?
Yes, you are. But Cassius is gone, as is the world we once loved. Cherish it.
Dust. Everything we were supposed to do.
And sometimes that's not enough, Fidget. When the life threat calls. Fidget. Thank you.
Goodbye, Dust. Dust.
I died once. I'm not worried about it. Lava sword? So that was the fate all along? You just let all that happen? A sword? Yeah, well, thanks. It might have been a bit more touching if the top half of
Through
it...
the actions of our Sen Mithrarin Dust, the Moonblood race is finally free. We will never forget his sacrifice, or the deeds that saved our very world. We shall always remember what happened here. Dust's sacrifice will allow the Moonblood race to rise again, to rebuild our glorious civilization, and live peacefully among the races of this world. Though it may appear that Dust has fallen here today, a force of good is not so easily extinguished. Sen Mithrarin was born of dust, a current from the winds of change, a harbinger of storms yet to come.
Dust.
So the sword took the soul and left? Alright. So, that's Dust and Elysian Tale by Dean Dodrill. Well, honestly, I am upset I spent money on this game. Okay, so, the gameplay is what wasn't very popular for me, popular with me. Music, it was alright, a bit repetitive and nothing distinctive, but not too bad. The art had a lot of nice features to it, but there wasn't a whole lot of variation. A lot of the areas looked very similar, a lot of the characters looked similar, and that was how much time you had to spend in each area, but otherwise the towns were done well. I like the character designs, those were actually quite nice. Was a bit upset about my screen being cut in half for all the cutscenes, so I didn't get to enjoy some of those. The voice acting was probably the best part about this. They really went the extra mile to give it that kids show feel to it. Those guys really tried to make those voices, and they did a great job. That was a great job done by them. I like that very much. The storyline was pretty silly, very childish, full of holes, didn't make much sense, hardly served to string the plot together along the set points. None of the characters were characterized at all, or at least were characterized very little. I had no reason to believe any character was good or evil. Aside from that, the game just said, this is the bad character, don't like him, hate him. I just didn't understand that, and the main character I didn't really understand at all either, with the contradictions and conflict, like at the end, I'm not Cassius, I'm Jin. No, I'm not Cassius or Jin, I'm Dust. I am Cassius. Oh, well, that's lovely. And then the dramatic scene of the guy Gaius throws himself into the lava, like he's sacrificing himself for the, I don't even know. But then Dust dies anyway because the place overflows with lava. Like, what difference did him throwing himself make? It was just dramatic for the sake of it? What? I don't get that. I don't understand that for a second. I don't. It's so confusing. Then Again, how is he threatening the entirety of the world? He's just some guy who doesn't like Moonbloods. And as far as I can tell, he has a good reason, because they keep creating monsters that murder people. I'd get rid of them if they kept killing people. Alright, and the gameplay. What I disliked the most about this, I was so unhappy with it. Basically, the gear and the levels are the entirety of the game. The movesets are limited and impractical, and most of the time you're going to be taking damage or getting punished for things off-screen in a very limited view. Then most of the time I spent just flying around with the same button, mashing whatever range attacks I could. That may have been my playstyle. That could be different from everyone, but even then it was powerful enough to usually carry me through most of the game. And I could even use it to help me skip the enemies because I didn't want to fight them because they had a lot of health, and I didn't want to waste my time fighting the same limited sets of enemies over and over again. There was a lot of boring, repetitive combat in there. There was not a lot of enemy variety in there. And then the greatest threats, again, were off-screen. About landing on an enemy that was just attacking or falling in a lava hole after you go flying around killing all the enemies. And one of the biggest gripes I have is that the enemy bodies would be alive and be able to take damage and boost the combo and get knocked up into the air, which really messed with a lot of my abilities, like my homing tracking projectiles would just float around and follow the same guy even though he's been dead for the past 30 seconds or so, and every time I try to do my tracking hurricane blade dust tornado technique, or whatever they called it, I'd end up going in the air and just hitting dead guys over and over again instead of the actual enemies I was aiming for. So even then I don't feel I had a lot of control over how well the combat went. And even when meleeing directly, there were a lot of animations were for throws, and the combos were limited to the knockups and that. So aside from that severe limitation, then there's fighting things like the bosses or the enemies that could block, where it's just you're bouncing off or they're immune so much there's very little for you to actually do in the combat aside from hit him a couple of times and wait or just keep bouncing off of him. There was a lot of potential when there were new enemies added in there, like the golems where you had to parry to stun them and actually fight them, or the ghost things where you couldn't hit them with your sword at all, you had to rely on your magic projectiles. Those were nice variations in there, but they were few and far between. And again, overall I am genuinely upset that I spent money on this game. But you can form your own opinion about that. Say what you will. But so, thank you so very much for watching. And my hat is off to you.